Hi there. Today I'm gonna tie a small fly for trout in any kind of the part of the world actually, but this is designed for Danish sea trout. It's called the Hindsholm fly, made after some location. This is not a fly that I've been used a lot myself, but it's a fly that I've been asked to do several times now. So basically this is on public demand. Here is this fly. It's a nice little fly, and it looks really good. It's very simple, very easy to tie, but has a great profile. You can see here is one of them, the Hindsholm fly. So basically you use 3 materials: the eyes and the hook, and that's it. First up, we're going to tie down these beaded chain eyes, and these are gold. Very easy to use. They apply a good amount of weight to any fly, and I tie them down underneath the hook, as you can see, upside down, because then my fly will be with the hook pointing downwards in the water. So basically, I do a lot of not dressing, but cross tying here. I lost the thread there. And basically what you can also do is tie take some turns where you just tie underneath the eyes, because that will pull on all the cross turns and make your fly, the eyes stick on there, like so. And then further down, all the way down to the hook bend here. And then I'm gonna take this cheap material called STF dubbing or polar dubbing. That's basically the same. It is not basically the same, it is exactly the same. And I'm gonna take a bundle of this and tie this down as the tail of the fly, like this. And you can proportion this any way you like, but I think this amount probably is about right, like so. Basically what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna in order to make this fly have the same width or breadth all the way up, I don't know what it's called, you simply just tie it all the way up to the eye, or almost all the way up to the eye. And then basically you take another bundle of STF dubbing, something like that would be sufficient, I think, maybe a bit more. And then I take some flesh aboo dubbing, the greatest flesh dubbing available, and I mix the two. And mixing dubbing is fairly easy. You simply just attach the 2 dubbings to one another, and then basically just pull it up, turn it down with it, up, turn it down, up, down, up, down, up, down, like this. And you do that for like 50 times, something like that. And then you have a good result. Then I make a dubbing loop. So I simply take my tying thread and doubles it, so I have a loop. And then in order to close the loop, I simply take my tying thread and just pull it one complete rotation around the end of the loop, making the loop closed in the bottom, so I don't have an annoying space. Then I take my dubbing here and try to make it out into kind of like an attached but long, instead of just, you know, a big bulky lump of dubbing. I try to make it out to kind of like a long string thing, like so, and I put it in the loop like that. Great. I take my dubbing reel, and if you have not tried these CF design, you should, because the ball bearing inside here is just insane. Of course, it's made in Japan and stuff like that, so it is, of course, as any CF design, a bit more expensive than your regular dubbing reel, but it is that for a reason. It has a reason for that, because it's simply just, well, better than anything else a normal dubbing reel can do. And even if you don't have a dubbing reel, you can just apply your hackle plier and turn that in your hands. That will do the job as well. It will take you a fairly larger amount of time, but it will in a tight spot that can save the day. I've done that a lot of times when holding courses and stuff like that. If I've forgotten my dubbing reel, then you can of course simply just, as I said, use your use your hackle plier like this, all the way up to the eyes. I'm gonna tie this down, and then you can see you get this nice white transparent body that looks a lot like a baitfish. Looks like a baitfish, sting like a bee. Well, maybe sometimes I think I should lay off the drugs. I'm just kidding. I would never lay off the drugs. Just to be completely honest, I'm not on drugs. I don't do drugs at all. But I have a lot of fun making flies. So sometimes people ask me if I am on drugs while doing some of these videos, and I can assure you, rest assured, I'm not. I'm basically just, you know, having a good time and yeah, trying to make this as entertaining as possible, because basically this is just me applying strange stuff to a metal thing in order to catch some fish, which most people would already define as probable cause for incarcerating people in an asylum. So so well, basically I think you have to be a bit nuts to do stuff like this. Not to fish, but well, sit down here in front of the camera, try to tell stuff. If there isn't a bit of fun and happiness and happy-go-lucky feeling in this, then well, what's left? So what I did is I took a brown hackle feather, just from a bag of hen feathers, cock feathers, and simply just turned one of these in you know, just a lightish brown, gingery, something like that. The same color as for Brenda. So if you have the materials for Brenda, you should use hackles from those to make this. And if you don't have the materials for Brenda, you should get them, because Brenda is awesome. And I'm not talking about the Beverly Hills character, because she was not that awesome. But I'm talking about the fly Brenda, which is a truly epic, Seatrout fly. Fairly easy one, and at that as well. So like this, and well, basically you're done. So you have this small herring slash goby slash whatever fly that is easy, fast, and really catches a lot of fish. It's not something that I've been, as I said before, that I've been using personally myself a lot, but it's something that I know a lot of people use an enormous amount of the time of their fishing, and also people that catches a huge amount of sea trouts. If you want, you can simply just, here to finish it off nicely, you can simply take a small amount of the dubbing, of the white dubbing, and simply just, you know, shape the head a bit more out here with white dubbing, so it looks a bit more head-like. Then do the whip finish, like so. Cut the thread off, and if you want, I should have used the super glue with the, simply applied it to the thread, but well, there, some super glue and at the front, and there you have it, a small, very easy but remarkably efficient sea trout fly. And I'm pretty certain this fly will work in lakes as well. In any place there is small transparent bait fish, this fly will do the trick. And the weight with the chain eyes here is a good addition to any fly. I must say, after tying this a few times, I become more and more fond of this, and I really think that the profile on this fly is remarkably well for a fly this easy. So I'm gonna put this in my box, and if you follow the videos, I promise you I will tell you on the progress on how my adventure with the Hindsholm went. Thank you for tuning in. Really awesome. It's coming for you.